This is the XRP 1 month overview reading for the month of March 2025. It's currently February 19th, 2025, 8:49 p.m. Eastern Time. XRP at the time of this reading is $2.68 USD. The image file for the XRP reading was created on January 23rd, 2025 at 8:08 p.m. Eastern Time. What we're going to get into with this video, we're going to give you the overall chart behavior and trend direction for the month of March. We'll also give you some chart behavior to look for, signaling the highest high and the lowest low for the month. We're going to then review January, see what our accuracy has been like, and give you a good idea of what accuracy is. And then we'll come back and we'll give you the day-by-day sequence of chart events, followed by one of the best trades that we see for the month. For the actual timing to the day of the highest highs and the lowest lows, as well as all of the best trades. That's all stuff that you get with the monthly access subscription on our website, Tarot for Traders. Also comes with the Discord trade alerts and live updated trading view charts. All that stuff, I'll show you how to get it at the end of the video. Game-changing services. So stay tuned for that. It's also important to understand the sequence of chart events. Not each card's energy will necessarily line up perfectly with 1 day of time, so it's important to understand we're predicting the sequence of chart events. The timing is usually on point to the day, but there may be cases where it's plus or minus a day or two of wiggle room. So you want to pay closest attention to the sequence of chart events, and the timing is usually on point, like I said, so you can rely on it for the most part, but understand there may be some wiggle room needed. Really, the best way to trade this is not on your own. If you plan on using this information for trading, it's really not meant for that purpose, guys. It's meant to give you expectations of what my trades are most likely going to be, and to prove to you that extrasensory perception works and can be used practically in the real world. If you're actually planning on trading this information, it's extremely important that you have access to our Discord trade alerts, because that's where I actually update you in real time when I see a trade coming to fruition. That's where I draw on the trading view charts the entries and the exits. So again, all that stuff at the end of the video. Anything that I talk about here is going to be on the scale of a 1 month chart unless otherwise specified, or on the scale of a multi-day chart with 1 day candlesticks unless otherwise specified. So the overall theme and behavior, we have a period of sideways rotation at an important support level that should be important on the scale of like a 1 year chart probably. We should see a sharp drop within that period of sideways rotation that'll stand out, and it's crossed with an overbought crest that we sell off from pretty notably through multiple support levels. Behavior around the highest high, we have a crest, we have a rally that turns over, creating a crest at the highs. And behavior around the lowest low, we have a crest that we should sell off from down to and through support. And then we should do like a U-shaped reversal below that price level, break through it to the upside, and then reuse it as support. Now, I'm going to review January, then we're going to come back. We're going to get into the day-by-day sequence of chart events. So overall, January looked pretty solid. It was very difficult to determine where the highest highs were. We had a highest high thus far on the 10th, 11th. You can see how that came to fruition. We had a possible highest high on the 4th as well. We nailed that, and then it got really difficult to determine where the ultimate highest high was going to be. Most likely here on the 16th, I said, but there were some other locations between the 16th and the 21st, and you can see why that happened. We nailed the 16th, but we also saw it again, several times all the way out into the 20th. Almost came back to it on the 22nd. So you can see that's why it became very difficult. But there was a sharp drop there on the 23rd. Or we should say that's where the notable decline commenced, really, from here on the 23rd. And we expected a lowest low at the end of the month. Doesn't look like that actually. We missed it by a couple of days. Remember what I said about that wiggle room. But we did see a notable move to the downside out of highs at the very, very end of the month, or on the cusp. So overall, this is a really accurate reading. People that traded on this information most likely are very happy. And as far as the February one is concerned, it's looking pretty solid so far. I just added this today because I do feel like there's a good possibility that we have a highest high here on the 23rd, or the 25th. And you can see this is a perfect example of why the Discord trade alerts are so important, because in real time things may change. Or things in the chart that happen in real time may make me want to adjust my expectation. You know, I sometimes miss things or I get something wrong, but then I see what actually happened, and it makes the remainder of the reading that much clearer. So you would only see this ellipse if you've got access to the Discord trade alerts. Overall, pretty solid stuff. All right, so we're going to get into the sequence of chart events. We have a trough early in the day on the first, and a notable rally out of it. Probably starts out of a notable decline or into a trough early on the first. But we have this unexpected move to the upside out of it in the face of seemingly overwhelming headwinds. There's a prominent peak on a 1 month scale taking place on the second, and an important support level on a multi-day scale, or probably on a 1 year chart scale that's highlighted there on the second. Usually there's a lot of price change into and or out of that ace of disc support level. And most likely what happens is we have this prominent peak, and then we sell off from it pretty notably into a prominent trough on the cusp of the second or the third. The third is where we should see this decline to revisit support that we recently met. So on the fourth, also that trough, there's likely temptation to chase the decline into that trough. I advise against it. On the fourth, we have a fast, sudden move higher, taking us into a peak midday. So there's likely a decline from that peak, creating a U-shaped dip on the fifth, where we have a prominent trough again, and then it's a U-shaped dip because we return back to probably the same price levels as the fourth, somewhere around the sixth or the cusp of the sixth, seventh. That resistance we then decline from again, probably on the cusp of the sixth, seventh is where we revisit it, but we decline from it again, and then there's a prominent move higher on the seventh, followed by a full retracement back down. Mixed prominent trough, decline from the peak on the cusp of the 6th, 7th into a prominent trough towards the end of the day on the 7th with this pop and then drop. And then on the 8th, we have a sideways S formation within a channel. We should be at a resistance, decline from that resistance to meet support, reverse, retrace all the way back to that original resistance, and then reverse and retrace all the way back to support, creating a sideways S formation within a channel. There's an important resistance level on the 9th that's highlighted. It's resistance that we failed to break through many times before, and or will fail to break through many times before, but it's highlighted there on the 9th. A sideways fluctuating rally preceding a notable decline taking place on the 10th. We probably decline from the resistance on the 9th into a prominent trough on the 10th, and then there's a notable rally to the upside towards the end of the day there on the 10th into another prominent peak on a 1 month scale, probably early in the day on the 11th, where we do mixed behavior, 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level. Usually that third cross is to the upside, confirming a bullish trend. However, with the full card on the 12th, it may not be a bullish trend that holds. The full card on the 12th most likely is some sort of jump, like a... Most likely we have a drop there. But again, this is something that you want to look at when we're on the 11th. We'll look at this again and update the Discord. The full card offering a significant opportunity, so there's most likely some sort of really notable move, or like a gap up or a gap down, probably a move to the downside in this case. On the 3rd, on the 13th, we have flat behavior, and that flat behavior then turns into volatility on the 4th. Volatility takes us to a trough. That flat behavior on the 13th takes us into a period of volatility on the 14th. Where we decline into a trough probably midday on the mid to late in the day on the 14th, and then that volatility ends with a fast sudden move higher, taking us into a prominent peak again on the 15th. Princess of Discs indicating an important support level again, probably on a 1 year chart scale, and a lot of price change into and or out of it. More volatility on the 16th with a prominent peak towards the end of the day. Big move to the upside on the cusp of the 16th, 17th. So there should actually be like sideways rotation, big move higher, and then a sharp drop on the 17th, back down to where the big move higher started at the beginning of the day. We probably drop back down to it at the end of the day. Decline on the 18th, offering opportunity to open up a trade, which I'll talk about in more detail at the end of this video. Most likely a fast sudden move higher at the end of the day on the 18th and or into the 19th, where we have erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level. In the midst of that erratic behavior, we usually revisit an opportunity at a crest. Sometimes it's a trough, but most likely it's a crest. On the 20th, out of a trough, a pop, and then a drop back down to a trough on the cusp of the 20th, 21st. Another notable rally on the 21st into key resistance, but when we meet that resistance, we abruptly turn around and decline back down into a significant trough. There's likely somebody speaking around that 21st as well, and most likely what they're speaking on should not be relied upon or trusted. Decline through multiple supports into the trough there on the cusp of the 21st, 22nd. And then it looks like probably a good move around the cusp of the 22nd, 23rd to the upside. We should see sideways rotation on the 23rd, ending with a fast sudden move higher, taking us into an important technical price level on a multi-day scale early in the day on the 24th. There's a bit of a drop early in the day on the 24th. I'm advised not to chase that decline. There's another big move to the upside taking place by the end of the day on the 24th. Also advised not to chase the move to the upside once we get back to the peak at the end of the day. A notable move to the upside on the 25th with a peak on the cusp of the 25th, 26th, an important peak on a 1 month scale. A lot of volatility on the 26th and a sharp drop or a notable drop on the 27th that, however, is followed by a notable move to the upside, taking us back to a peak towards the end of the day on the 27th. We do sideways rotation on the 28th, establish support on the 29th, and then there's another decline on the 30th through multiple support levels with an attempt to establish support to the downside on the 31st. Sneak preview for April, the sideways fluctuating decline preceding a notable rally. We'll look at that a little bit more in the paid version. So let me give you one of the best trades that I see, and then I'll show you guys how to get the Discord and the live trading view chart links, as well as the full paid version of XRP and a bunch of other tickers. Game-changing services, my friends. Yeah, okay, so there's a trade here on the 18th. What you want to look for is this chart behavior on the 17th to take place, and that would be an indication that we're on track for this trade. But really, you should just follow Discord. So if we have sideways rotation on the 17th with a big move early in the day to the upside, followed by a sharp drop right back down at the end of the day on the 17th, I would say that sharp drop to the downside, I would probably open up a partial long there. If we go lower early in the day on the 18th, I would add to that long position. You could close the long position as early as the same day as at the end of the day on the 18th, or more likely within a period of erratic behavior back and forth through the same price level on the 19th, where we revisit a crest that was recently a past opportunity. That would be the best exit that I see. However, if for some reason that exit doesn't work out, a backup exit would be somewhere around the 24th or the 25th. And rule of thumb when trading SO meta analysis, never wait for a backup exit, only use them when necessary. It's better to just take a quick profit and then take that money and reposition it into another promising trade. So that's XRP for March. Let me know what you think by hitting that like button. As always, make sure to follow that rule of karma. You know where to go, you know what to do. And stay tuned, we're gonna show you how to get the monthly access subscription. So you go to our website, Tarot for Traders, hover over order now, click on subscriptions. What you want is the monthly access subscription. It gets you everything that early access has, which are day trades for SPY, as well as swing trades for SPY, and the earliest access you can get to any of our public posts. But it also gets you the paid video, the full video, where we time the highest highs and lowest lows to the day on a monthly basis for each of these tickers and cryptos here. And sometimes there's other ones as well, like QUBT should be on this list right now. It also gets you the Discord trade alerts, where we in real time tell you when we see a trade, what to do, how to do it, what to avoid, as well as the chart links where you get this updated stuff. These are examples of the types of drawings that we get. Now, we're not always right. Look, I want you to understand, we are not always right on these chart drawings. Most of the time we are. But if you look at this, right, we missed a couple. Well, we missed one here, really. We missed one here. So, and this we almost missed. But we missed one here. As far as all these other ones throughout the year, we've been on point so far. So that's the type of stuff that you get, my friends, with the monthly access subscription. So much love and appreciation, everybody that supports the channel by doing that. You guys are the reason why we are here, able to continue doing this. This is a full-time job. It's like 2 full-time jobs, guys. And without these people who subscribe on a monthly basis, we wouldn't be able to put this stuff out at all. Not even the public stuff. So much love and appreciation. Blessings to all my angel investors. And if you don't know what an angel investor is, angel investors are like my family, people that I really, really respect and admire. They're people with integrity, and they're following through on the agreement between the channel and myself and whoever's utilizing this information to make money. The agreement, we're giving away a lot of free information. And what we're expecting is that people are then, when they profit from this information, even if it's not free, it's a lot of work. 5% of the profit should be donated forward to one of these charities, effectively transmitting the competitive energy of the stock market into goodwill. And 5% of the profit should be donated back to the channel through one of these links. It leaves you with 90%. Make sure to spend that 90% out of love. As long as you follow those rules, you're an angel investor of the channel. The universe is going to send it back to you tenfold for following through, as well as you get a link to our private angel investor Discord channel, only for angel investors, where we put all of our special offers. Much love and appreciation. Blessings to all my angel investors. I'll see you guys on the next one.